Alright, so these are the aluminum candy buttons. So they call them candy because they look like Skittles. And as you can see, the build quality is very good. So instead of just plastic, this is aluminum. It definitely looks a lot better and will last a lot longer. Now the functions of these, they have all the same functions as the original. So for example, here's the automatic headlight on and off, and this is the hazard indicator light for both left and right side. This one is the parking button, so I have it set where the parking button is for reversing. So if I hold this and then twist the knob, as you can see, it's going backwards. And then up and down for these, so up, down, and then this is the horn. This one is the left indicator, and then this one to turn it off, and right indicator, this one turn it off, and this is the big headlight. And for the remaining buttons, there's also buttons on the side, on the back. So if you have a newer scooter model, these are also included. So maybe sometimes during the day you don't want to have the headlight on all the time. You might want to save some battery. So then you can hit the automatic, for example, or just turn it off. And also what's nice about these lights is that there's a passing light. So for the back side here, you can see sometimes you might want to overtake somebody, but you don't want to hit the horn. So you can just press the passing light. And there's also cruise control on the back side of this one. So there's definitely a lot of buttons. It remains all features, and as you can see, it looks a lot cooler. One thing is though, because this is the control buttons do not include the Hall cable, so the throttle. So what you need to do is you have to get a new throttle, and I recommend might as well upgrade to a heated handlebar, such as this one, where as you can see, here's the throttle and here's the handlebar, and then once you start twisting this, the scooter will drive. And usually this is inside of the control buttons. But with the original design, often what happens is that you get 140 error because the ring inside the throttle, inside of the control buttons, over time they start to mess up. So with this, it's a bit more stable, and also you get heated handlebars, which is nice for in the winter. And the installation for these handlebars control buttons are quite simple. You remove the old ones and then you slide the new ones in, and then you simply just replace the cables in order to fit the control buttons for the features. But then, because these require a 12-volt circuit, you have to connect these into the headlight, which is quite easy to do. Okay, now in order to install the new heated handlebars, we're gonna have to pull the old ones off. So this one, you just pull it off. And this one, you open up the control buttons, and then this one will slide out. Now, left side, what you do is you just take the handlebar and you just twist and pull it out. So just keep doing this until it comes off. And then for the control buttons, you just loosen the 2 screws on the bottom. So installation for these is simple. You simply remove these 2, loosen up these screws, and then slide it in. And then once it's at the correct location, you can just tighten it back up so it's going to stick. Okay, so here goes the right horizontal distance and the right tilt. And then you can just secure the 2 screws in the back. Then we take the throttle, and once you put it in, you secure the screw here so it stays secure. And you don't want the throttle to be too much outwards, because then your hand's gonna be here but the brake is gonna be all the way on the left. So we want to make sure that the throttle is as much inward as you can. Okay, so for the right hand plug, we just took out the throttle and the control buttons button, and then we can just stick the new one in there. Here's the wire for the throttle, and then you just follow the throttle cable and stick it in. It's gonna fit as it's the same plug. If you are interested in these type of control buttons, send us a message at eschoolparts.com, and we have many more different accessories available as well.